Thanks to my dear friend Rabbi Moshe Kotlarski Shlita for the kind invitation to participate in this audience, to speak to all my friends all over the world about the issue which is the most important one on our schedule, the unity of Klal Israel, people of Israel. What it gives us, how important it is. It gives us not only the very existence of the Jewish people, not only the continuity and the eternity of the Jewish people, not only the Torah. Without the unity we wouldn't be able to get it. It gives us the life, it gives us the spirit, it gives us the uniqueness of the Jewish people, as the Rebbe taught us many years by heart, speaking, writing, in many books, in many sichot, all kinds of broadcastings. The main issue is the unity of Klal Israel. What do I mean? If you ask a friend, a neighbor, are you Jewish? Yes, I'm Jewish. I'm proud to be Jewish. What means for you to be a Jew? How do you express being a Jew? He thinks, and you ask him even more. Without the commandments, if no Shabbat and no Kashrut and no Mikvah and no Limud Torah, by what is your Judaism being expressed? The answer is usually, we share the same destiny. The same destiny. This creates us as a nation. Destiny. I am secular, you are religious, he is more Shomer Mitzvot, observer of commandments, he is less observer, but we share the same destiny. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I doubt about this common destiny of all the Jews over the globe. I am not sure that the same destiny of a Jew today in Iran, and there are some Jews there, or in Sana'a, in Yemen, same destiny like Jews in New York or Los Angeles, Scandinavian, Australia, same destiny. A Jew in Bnei Brak or in Kfar Chabad, and a Jew in Kibbutz Beit Alpha or in Harod, do they share the same destiny? I doubt a little bit about it. But let's say that we have the same destiny. In Dnipropetrovsk as in Montevideo, same destiny. Let's say. Who gave this definition of the uniqueness of the Jewish people, same destiny? Not a friend of us, a great enemy. The first one who spoke about, God forbids, final solution. Holocaust of that old time, 3,300, maybe 400 years ago. King Pharaoh, king of Egypt, said to his people, Hava nitchak malo, let's find a way how to solve the issue of the Jews. Pen yirbeh, I am afraid they are getting flourished. They increase the numbers of the Jews here in Egypt. We must think how to stop it. And the decision was made by Yetzav Paro lechol amo lemor. Pharaoh gave a command for all his people, kol haben hayilot, every boy which will be born by the Jews, hayeora tashlichu, throw him into the Nile. It's a kind of a selection before Mengele. Boys here, girls there, 50% of the Jewish people, liquidation, God forbids. Why do I mention him? Because he was the first one in the whole Bible who gives us the title, the name, nation, Am. Till Pharaoh, till chapter A in the book of Exodus, we were not considered as a nation yet. Bnei Yaakov, children of Jacob, and Bnei Israel, children of Israel, Yaakov. The first one who said, with some hesitation, Hinei Am Bnei Israel, Rav ve'atzum mimenu. Am Bnei Israel means a nation who are the people, children of Israel. By Pharaoh, from his outlook, our common destiny of slavery, of torture, of 50% liquidation, of a selexia, this gave us the title and the name a nation. Those that you can get rid of them, those that you can kill them, those that they are not worthy to exist anymore, those who are our enemies and we must defeat them. This was in the eyes of our great enemy, King Pharaoh, the definition of our people. 80 years later, 81 years later, Moshe Rabbeinu stood on the Mount of Sinai and said to us, by giving us the two tafels and the 613 commandments, what did he say regarding to Pharaoh before his birth in Egypt? What did Moshe say? Hayom hazeh nihiyeta le'am la'Hashem Elokecha. You became a nation not when Pharaoh spoke about us as a nation. Today you became a nation. The people of the Lord Almighty, la'Hashem Elokecha. He didn't say this sentence in Exodus by getting out from slavery to freedom. He didn't say it in the miracle of Yam Suf when the sea was split and we crossed it. He did say it with an emphasis, Hayom Hazeh, only today, regarding to my king. I was brought on his knees at the palace of Pharaoh. His daughter saved my life in the river, in the Nile. I am an expert about Pharaoh. I know him personally. He says that we are a nation by what? That you can kill us. This makes us a nation. No. Torah makes us a nation. Hayom hazeh nihiyeta le'am. And the Torah was given in singular, not in plural. All the 10 commandments speak to us as one person, one soul, one body, one unique, united people. How did the Almighty apply to us? Anochi Hashem Elokecha. I am your, in singular. I am your God. Asher hotzeiticha. I brought you out me'eretz Mitzrayim, from the land of Egypt, me'beit avadim, a house of slaves. לא יהיה לך אלוהים אחרים על פניי, לך לא תישא שם השם אלוקיך לשם. זכור את יום השבת לקדשו. Remember the day of Shabbat, to sanctificate this day. Don't do any work on Shabbat, everything in singular. כבד את אביך ואת אמך. Respect your father and mother. Doesn't speak in plural. אני השם אלוקיכם, כבדו את אביכם ואת אמכם. Because without the unity to all of us as one person, לא תרצח, לא תנאף, לא תגנוב, לא תענה ברעך את שקר, לא תחמוד, everything in singular. Because at the Mount of Sinai, when you have received the Torah, the condition was, you must be united. Vayichan Sham Yisrael neged har, facing the Mount Sinai, the only place that speaks about Israel in singular is there. 42 times we wandered in the desert in those 40 years. Vayisu vayachanu, vayisu vayachanu. They left this point and they parked in that one. They landed here, they went out from there, all the times, 41 times, in plural, vayisu vayachanu. They have went out from this place and they reached that one. The only place where it is in a single language, Vayichan Sham Yisrael neged har, it was at Mount Sinai. Because you cannot observe the 613 commandments if you are not united. Dear friends, listen to me. I am not a Kohen. I was born in Israel. My name is Israel, the first name, and I am Israel, neither a Kohen nor a Levi. Do you know how many commandments relate to the Kohanim only? So, can you blame me that I didn't observe the commandments? Yes, indeed I didn't, but not because I didn't want to. I have a desire to observe the commandments. But those who are related to the Kohanim, I cannot. And Kibud Av V'em, if I am an orphan, since 5 years and a half I lost my father by the Nazis. 7.5, they took away my mother. I would be very happy to pay tribute and give respect to my father and to my mother, not only after their passing away, but alive. I can't. There are so many commandments that if there is no unity, if there is a split among us, we cannot keep them. How can we keep the mitzvot of the king, of a Levi, and many others? Only if we are united. It's a cooperative. It's a partnership. You and me, he and they and them, all together, all generations in all the countries in diaspora. You are more in Limut Torah, day and night you study. He is more in charity. He is a sponsor. He gives the financial means to that one who is sitting and learning. This partnership and this word, in the word to come, it creates Torah life, a concept of Torah. Only this unity. One is more in this field, the other one is more in the field of tzedakah, charity, welfare, hospitality, bikor cholim, and many, many other mitzvot. Unity for us is the fundament of receiving the Torah. And the Torah for us is our life. We are not a nation, but in the power of the Torah. Rav Saadia Gaon used to say, Ein umateinu umah. Our nation is not defined as a nation, ela betoroteha, but with Torah shebechtav and Torah shebal peh. The Rebbe, the Lubavitch Rebbe, wrote so many times and spoke so many times, in plural and in singular, with individuals and in public, in letters and in books, over 50 years, as the leader in this generation. What was his main topic? You must be united, because we are Am HaSefer, the nation of the book of the books, the Torah. To be wealthy and able to receive the Torah and to keep it, we must be together. This togetherness is a condition for our survival, for our existence. I will give you an example. There is a good question to ask you. When and what was the first demonstration in the world? What do you say? Who demonstrated? For whom? For what? When and where was it? You will not believe. In the 6th day of the creation. In the 6th day, the man was created, Adam and Eve, with all the talents. The Almighty built us in His own hands. And that particular day, the 6th day of the creation, came to the Lord Almighty for a demonstration. All the trees who give fruit and who don't give fruit, flowers, grass, everything which is growing and was established on Tuesday, the 3rd day of the creation, they came by a demonstration for what? Father in heaven, we are afraid of the man, of the human beings, of the generations to come. He, the man, will cut us. He needs wood. He wants to build buildings, a roof. He needs for heat, to cook, to bake. All these needs, heat, cooking, baking, and his house, all his furniture are made of woods. Woods means trees. He will come and cut us for his necessary, for his needs. We have no chance. We have no future. He will destroy the forests, the woods. This was the demonstration. First one in the history. Not the human beings demonstration. Trees, plants. The Almighty said to them, you don't have to demonstrate. You don't have to protest. I have a good advice for you. If you are afraid of the man, don't supply him handles. Because all the handles of all these instruments, like the zay, to cut woods, the handles are made of wood. If you will betray one the other, if you will not be united, if you will not be together, and you will supply him handles, which all of them are made of wood, he cannot do any harm, any damage to you. Just be united. Nothing can happen to you, nothing wrong. That's what I tell you, dear friends. Give hands and don't supply handles. Hands one to the other. Take responsibility. Be partners. Build together. Love each other. Be friendly. If you will be together, as Isaiah the prophet said, Kol kli yutzar alayich lo yitzlach. All the instruments, including in Iran, all the instruments that are created against you, they will not be fruitful. They will not work out. They will not reach their target if you are together, if you are united. I saw it many times in my meetings with the Rebbe, Yechidut, not only in Sunday, later, several years on Sundays, but before, in 1974, Tovshin Lamed Dalet, in 1982, Tovshin Membes, in a difference of 8 years from one meeting to the other, I was privileged to sit with the Rebbe in his room in 770, exactly 2 hours and 20 minutes. The first time and the only time I saw him leaving tears, big like diamonds, pearls, when I told him about a steward lady in Tel Aviv who was very afraid about the destiny of her only son, who was in that time in the Yom Kippur War in the army, and she lost her parents in Holocaust. She lost her husband in the Independence War 1948, and now 1973, Yom Kippur Tovshin Lamed Dalet, they took him from the shul to the Egyptian front in the Suez Canal. And she was afraid, and she spoke to me all her talk. I shared this experience with the Rebbe. 5 months later, Adar Tafshin Lamed Dalet, and I saw him crying with solidarity, emotionally involvement about a Jewish girl, woman, whom he didn't know, whom he never met, but he knew that all of us, Jews all over the world, we have one soul, as the Rebbe Hazaken Baal HaTanya says, one soul which is divided into millions of bodies. In every one of us there is a piece, a point, a pintale of this one unique soul, Klal Yisrael. As Gimel Tammuz arrives, the day that the Rebbe climbed up and left us physically, but never spiritually, his spirit, his soul, his words, his personality is alive, is vivid, is in front of our eyes, inside of our minds and hearts, asking us one thing. My people, Am Yisrael, I want you to be an Am, I want you to be Yisrael, and I want you to be Chai v'Kayam, alive and exist forever. Let us pray that all the blessings of the Rebbe will be fulfilled soon in our eyes. He spoke about our duty to make the world able for Biat HaMashiach, Messiah to come. Let's do it. Let's learn Torah. Let's observe its commandments. Bein Adam LaMakom, which are related to between us to the Lord Almighty, and Bein Adam LaChavero, between one to his neighbor and his friend. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. As the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh, the founder of Chassidut, used to say, Ve'ahavta l'reacha, love your friend. Kamocha ani Hashem. As you will behave to him, I will behave to you. If you will be kind, I will be kind to you. If you will forgive, I will forgive you. If you will be full of generosity, I will be very generous with you, not only to forgive sins, but to supply you all the best of good health, of long life, of happiness, of joy, of good news for you, for your children, from now, forever.